One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense takes the field. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Offense in a bunch form. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. They believe in this running game. Take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Running to Green. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Breaks free in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last when you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. A jet sweep pass, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Patterson. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Sends it back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Creates a little room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Marshall. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Big guy smells it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Patterson. He's got his man across the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Snags it! They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fullback's got it. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Kansas.
Line gets set, first down. Tight end now in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Thompson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll go to the toss. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try the toss to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Under fire! With the catch, it's Hagan. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down. He
sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Goodwin. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating getting some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Complete to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. To run the football, you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Marshall. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Brien. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be...
it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to pass. It's Patterson. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. BYU has this offense clicking. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Just going to keep it after the snap. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too.
Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big...
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
BYU 12.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Now improvising. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Patterson. The short hands, it's O'Brien. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love the run call here because this offense does not have to panic yet. Like, there's still plenty of time left in this football game. Stay patient. Stay true to who you are as a team. Get some first downs. Move the ball down the field. You can't get it all back in one play.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Finds his man down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This BYU offense set up with another first down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Hagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He'll keep it on the sneak. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Grabbed in the middle. It's O'Brien. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Patterson. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Complete to the left. Touchdown, BYU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They'll run the screen. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking for a gap, it's Thompson. And the defense holds firm. Up and all on that play.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You just take one here. Nice job by this offense. They still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee as a touchback. Every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air. It's Patterson. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.